Kilimanjaro. Set to go the first, nearly there. And racing, Tiparita Avedon comes out okay with Homebush Chaos. They'd be followed out there by Charina Hill, getting close up and around the outside. G Casual Sip has got nice and handy, and they'd be followed by Eva Storm getting into the race too. Further back to Kilimanjaro, Kintaro Baxter, and Princely Count around the corner. It's Homebush Chaos, but Casual Sip down the outside. Homebush Chaos last, and lands the money from Casual Sipper. Followed across there by Eva Storm's Gone a Fair Race, and Tiparita Avedon back behind them with Kilimanjaro. Further back, Kintaro Baxter, Charina Hill, and Princely Count. Well, she's done the job, and I tell you what, I think it's been a fair effort, because when Casual Sipper got that close, I thought it could be the other ballot that does the job, but she stuck to her guns here. Nearly there. Racing. Promises Mates missed the start by about 10. Lady Jane hopped out okay, and Tatum Baxter shares up the pace with that, and then Sammy McBell back on the inside. Around the outside then to MCD, making ground. Gully up his back with that is Consummate Ease. Further back in the race to Pistols, Princess Promises Made around the corner. Lady Jane kicks the lead from Tatum Baxter. Lady Jane, Tatum Baxter. Consummate Ease got to third. Fourth over would have been MCD, and they'd be followed across then by Sammy McBell. Gully Yapper back in the piece, and Promises Made, or Pistols Princess back there too, and Promises Made missed the start badly. Lady Jane successful here for James Black and Alicia Steele and their team at Tikafota from the boxes. Well, Promises Made us needed to be in front, and she was 10 lengths last, and that was the end of her, and she jumped up with the lids. Lady Jane, meanwhile, first up here, jumped well with Tatum Baxter, and then had too much pace for that runner. And thereafter, maiden sprint final, we're about set. And racing, Corborn Legs, a fair break. Blue Movin' wins the break, gets across. Brittany Starr really. Here's Corborn Legs around the outside there of Sedgebrook Charm. They'll be followed back in the piece by another Pearl. Duratio Storm goes past that and finds the rail, and further back in the piece, Homebush Rocco and Gully Runner. Around the corner they come. Blue Movin' still in front from Brittany Starr, and Corborn Legs over the top. Brittany Starr just there from Corborn Legs, and Duratio Storm flew at them. Then Blue Movin' back in behind those runners. Then we would have had another Pearl. We had Homebush Rocco back in behind them with Sedgebrook Charm towards the rear, and Gully Runner. I reckon Brittany Starr's done this. And is it up? Yes, it is. 1, 7, 8 and 5 here. In front, Blue Movin', that good early speed. Got it to the corner in front, but it hasn't paid a dividend. Brittany Starr just easing off the rail here. For the fourth, just about set. Racing, Shadow Nerf bounds well. Corborn Clay was slow. Shadow Nerf shares up the pace with Lily Mars Smokin' and out wider there. We've got Huggle Monster going forward. Then just trying to sneak through on the inside would have been Nina Baxter. Corborn Clay busts its way into the clear, then Little Profit, Homebush Happy and Corborn Roman. Down the back and in front here, Lily Mars Smokin' by a link. Shadow Nerf right on its tail. Followed through by Huggle Monster. Back of the race here of Nina Baxter. Corborn Clay looks too far away. Little Profit behind that. Further back, Corborn Roman, Homebush Happy. Up they come. Lily Mars Smokin' holding Shadow Nerf lunges. Lily Mars Smokin's in from Shadow Nerf. Only missed by about a short hit. They'd be followed across then by Nina Baxter. Huggle Monster back and behind them. Corborn Clay never really looked a winning chance with Little Profit alongside that. Nina Baxter and Corborn Roman, if I didn't mention it. Nina Baxter called back in the field, of course it was third. Excuse me for that. But however, Lily Mars Smokin' is held in a 30.82. So only a second go over 520 metres. And has done the job here from Shadow Nerf. You just start to wonder if she'll ever win. Nina Baxter third, then Huggle Monster. Set. Racing. Moderate beginning, PJ Pringles. Out nicely here, out wide. Sprite on trying to loop them, get to the lead from Racy Macy. PJ Pringles around the outside with big strides. Then Gully Crusher gets a run through. Lynn Baxter's well back here with Tanks Rob, also second time back towards the rear. Up they come. PJ Pringles the outside of Sprite on time. PJ Pringles, Sprite on time. Gully Crusher gets to third, Racy Macy fourth. Then Tanks Rob, followed across by Lynn Baxter, Magic Dandy, and second time. PJ Pringles gets her reward today. Only had to run 18.10 to do it. It's got over the top of Sprite on time. Just took a wee while to find the outside. Sprite on time certainly helped her coming across Racy Macy. Just about set here in race 6. Racing, Y McDave, a fair break, not bad, wins the break though from Rosie Fosey. Y McDave, then Elusive Babe. Corborn Shadow round the outside, followed through there by Pixie Dust, Chokti Ellison, Zipping Tay. Y McDave in front, around the outside, Elusive Babe, followed through by Corborn Shadow and Pixie Dust. Y McDave kicks, win 22. Elusive Babe second, Corborn Shadow third. Then Pixie Dust and Chokti Ellis further back in the race then to not bad after a good beginning, Zipping Tay and Rosie Fosey. Y McDave does the job here for win 22 in its career. Off the inside. Used the box well. The 4 and the 5 certainly came out fast, but one pushed through on the inside as the 5 and the 4 just got in each other's road there, and Elusive Babe got up and around the outside. On the tote as Ray Udy gets a set for race 7. And racing, Kapaya fair break, Mad Music's jumped today, one broke girl going forward 2 with Fortis Memories and Arizona Sky up and around the outside. Vinnie Doon getting back. Here's Kapaya charging through along the inside as Arizona Sky goes back. Round the outside there to Corborn Tip trying to make ground. Homebush Buttons got back as they swing into the straight. One broke girl well clear of Mad Music. One broke girl, Mad Music, Corborn Tip a close up third, and then Kapaya fourth, and that'd be followed across then by Homebush Button and Vinnie Doon in the last pair here, Fortis Memories and Arizona Sky, who was checked across the top. One broke girl, she keeps up that win-miss record. Just coincidence, I think. And she's come out fairly nicely today. Mad Music won the break, but she managed to stay underneath one broke girl. See if she can clear them today with set. Racing, Sedgebrook Babe moderately away again. Bit of banter out okay. Now Sedgebrook Babe drives to the lead from Elle's Girl. Linny Southcombe through on the inside. They'll be followed around there by Pink Shellac and Big Ben, and he's a Carlos. Back in the pack here as they come around the corner. Bit of banter and Homebush Stew. Sedgebrook Babe is lonely from Elle's Girl, who's easily second. Linny Southcombe third. Then Big Ben got into fourth, and they'd be followed across then by Homebush Stew on the inside. Pink Shellac was back with that, and he's a Carlos and Bit of banter. What's the clock? 17.59. Personal best. Just a second win, but the first one was fast. 17.68 for a maiden. 17.59 for a class 1. It's good going. Run home 10.69. And just had a bit of work to do early, and then crossed Elle's Girl at the first bend, and then has just rolled away. And we're set for the late quaddie here at Hattrick. Racing. Spirit Run the outsides away quite nicely, but it's a good line. Navajo Blue trying to stay with it. Now Spirit Run gets to a handy lead around the first bend. Can it open them up enough? It's out by 5. Corborn Gable got to second from Navajo Blue. Alamein Jar starts the run into the race now. Further back then to Opawa Messini is followed back by Taikaria Lass, Carolina Moon and Mary's Bad Boy. Spirit Run's on the bunny here. They surely can't catch it today. It's out by 8 from Corborn Gable. Then Alamein Jar running on. Further back then to Navajo Blue and Opawa Messini. She's tired, Spirit Run, but she's in. Corborn Gable second, Alamein Jar third. Next to go by then was Opawa Messini, Navajo Blue. Further back to Taikaria Lass, Carolina Moon and Mary's Bad Boy. Now surely she's run a bit of time. Nope. She's a 30-80 dog. She is a 30-80 dog. 30-81 she's run. But she just established a really handy lead and they couldn't bring her back in today. And racing, Heart Hughes come out reasonably well over on the outside. Sarah Campbell's bounded out well to go to the lead. Silver Token runs to third, then Come On Mickey. They'll be followed around the first bend there by Peaky Blinder. Getting back here, Opawa Cassidy and Good Time Mike. Now into the back they go and Heart Hughes is clear by about 4 lengths here on Silver Token. Come On Mickey starts his run now, followed through there by Sarah Campbell. Round the outside, Peaky Blinder. Opawa Cassidy well back with Good Time Mike on the corner. Heart Hughes in front, Silver Token making some ground and Come On Mickey stomping home too. But Heart Hughes will see it through. Silver Token was a bold run second. Come On Mickey third. Peaky Blinder next to go by, followed back in the pack here by Sarah Campbell after a good beginning. Funny old race really. Then Opawa Cassidy and Good Time Mike. Funny old race from Sarah Campbell only. She's a greyhound who's won over a distance and seems to jump all right at the moment and then drift. But anyhow, Heart Hughes done it up the top and clocked a 30.75, so virtually the same time as her previous win. And they come. Racing Corborn Josh just fair the inside and Wellywood's bolted out of the traps today with Petite Joy and Working Jewel and up wider on the track then to Gladza Poppin, followed through there by Corborn Josh and Vinnie Baxter's trying to get a run through on the inside. Gee, there's big trouble up front here and left in front is Gladza Poppin. Gladza Poppin, the outsider in front of Corborn Josh and Vinnie Baxter. It's head up, head down for second and third. After that, then we had a line-up. We had Mr. Symphonic, Wellywood to Working Jewel. They were all in a spot of bother. Wicked Tycoon and Petite Joy was perhaps in the worst bother of all. Well, Steve Maher's having a day out. And he gets his second big prize winner with another member of the Hallucinate Opawa Mega Star litter. 6 up front led. Wellywood pushed through the inside, started to run out on the 6 and the 7, just allowed the 8 through. Corborn Josh came with it, then switched off heels, and Vinny started to wind up. Actually, who's got second here? The 1, 8, 1, 2, 4. And we're about set to go in the last, just about there. Racing far too trendy, a good break the inside with Corborn Tish and Cheap Shot. Maddie's trying to head them off. They'd be followed then by MBD. Up and around the outside then to Big Time Rain. Well back to Lenny Mac, back with that Homebush bounce and Homebush Ginger. It's Cheap Shot Maddie in front, giving chases far too trendy and trying to drive the inside. Big Time Rain. Cheap Shot Maddie is in from far too trendy. Big Time Rain. Corborn Tish was fourth just there ahead of MBD. Lenny Mac was the next to go by and the two Homebushes at the back, Bounce and Ginger. Cheap Shot Maddie takes the last. Another good day for that young family by Star Conquest out of Big Sam's Girls, Steve. And Lana Udy takes out the last on the card in a 17.66. We'll bid you farewell. Daryl Robinson in the box on Friday night, and I'll be back next Wednesday. straight to the lead by 3 lengths here. Jack Robb coming out after it. Then Homebush Pippi, the inside of Opawa Lachlan. Followed through there by Liz Watto and working pizzazz around the outside. Elamine Blonde is back here with Flirt With Me. On the corner, Do More about to be swallowed up. Going to it was Jack Robb, and right down the outside, Opawa Lachlan. Jack Robb is in. Do More or Opawa Lachlan for second. They'd be followed across there by working pizzazz. Next to go by was Elamine Blonde. Further back in the race to Flirt With Me, Homebush Pippi and Liz Watto.